Cash flows freely in Bahrain, the city-state, a Middle Eastern financial giant, a testament to modern growth and oil money. Yet behind the prosperity, an awful truth, a truth that scores of Kenyan women learn each year.
She told me, we have someone from Bahrain who wants a house help, and she's having 2 children.
Anne isn't her real name. She's too ashamed to tell her story openly, because at first her trip had so much promise.
You know, they told me they are going to buy for me a house to stay with my children when I come back. You know, the contract was for 2 years. So I just decided to go so that when I came back, my life will change. When I finished 1 month, Madam started to treat me very bad. I was sleeping just in the floor without just 1 sheet. They didn't pay me anything. I just come like this.
You didn't get any salary while you were there?
Yeah, because they told me I'm going, after 1 month, I told Madam, why can't you give me a salary? I want to send for my children. She told me I'm going to work for 8 months to pay the visa and to pay the air ticket.
Anne says it was just the beginning of her nightmare. She wasn't paid, didn't get regular meals. The owners wouldn't let her out of the apartment alone. She was trapped. Anne knew she had to escape. She was driven out of the apartment by a sympathetic neighbor, hiding in the car's trunk. Then, with the threat of police action, her employers gave her air tickets back. Anne's story is not unique. The International Organization for Migration estimates that every year thousands of East Africans are virtually imprisoned, mainly in the Middle East, as domestic labor. Often, it's in the homes of salaried professionals.
When we look at international trafficking for domestic labor, those people at the least had the money to pay for their flight ticket. So you would expect them to be able to also sustain a domestic worker in a better way than they do. Why they don't do that? That's a very good question.
Anne managed to escape back home. Unlike most trafficked women who can spend years in captivity, she fled to a rescue center for trafficked women in Nairobi, not a cent to her name, and no hope of legal recourse in Kenya against her traffickers. Their gilded promises leading only to despair. What would you want to say to these people who kept you in Bahrain? If you had the opportunity to tell them something, what would you tell that couple who kept you on the floor and who didn't pay you?
I want to tell them the way they treat people, it is not good. Because if someone comes to work to you, you have to take her like a human being, like your family, not to treat her like a rubbish thing.
David McKenzie, CNN, Nairobi.